Search for a missing Southern Kentucky man is now getting national attention. Nancy Grace is featuring the search for Ricky Griffiths on her Crime Stories program. Griffiths disappeared nearly a year ago. He is from Wayne County. WKYT's Phil Pendleton is tracking the search.
A Louisiana canine search crew has now been looking into parts of Wayne and Pulaski counties for Ricky Griffiths for a little more than a week. And this morning, Nancy Grace interviewed members of that search crew along with Griffiths' family and others about that process.
We're getting new leads and new attention every day.
Tony Wade says his canine crew has scoured some 50 miles. They've been in caves and numerous places in southern Kentucky. They're looking for Ricky Griffiths, who disappeared around July 4th of last year. His family says he vanished after they received some questionable text messages from his phone. Later that phone, his car, and wallet were found. This morning, Nancy Grace interviewed Griffiths' sister, Wade, and others for the Crime Stories program.
You know, Nancy's been a friend of mine for many years, and when I reached out to her about doing the case, she jumped right on it. I think in a missing persons case, the more publicity the case gets, the more helpful it is, the more leads come in, the more tips come in.
Wade says he's spoken with multiple people about the case, including those he says may hold some answers to Griffiths' eventual whereabouts. He says not only has he been searching, but done some investigative work as well.
People have gotten comfortable with us knowing that we're not law enforcement. We're not here to arrest anybody, not to put anybody in jail.
Tony Wade tells me that they have been searching again areas in both Pulaski County and in Wayne County. They are leaning towards the more possibility that Griffiths will be found in Pulaski County. In Pulaski County, Phil Pendleton, WKYT.
The Wayne County Sheriff says the search for Griffiths is an active and open investigation, and there are aspects of the case that they cannot talk about for fear it would compromise it.